Dave Schulke here with the Twin Home Experts. Just want to go ahead and educate you on gas leak detection. You know, this is not a good sign here when the gas company shuts your gas off for a leak. So what we want to do is take you to the steps of what type of gas you should be installing so you don't have to deal with underground leaks. I'm going to go ahead and show you here. This type of piping right here is notorious for leaks. You see how the soil is just eating through this coating here. You can actually hear the leak as well. It's just not a good product. It was great back in the 80s, but nowadays we're going to go ahead and show you what we like here, and that's the poly pipe. It's the yellow fuse pipe that really gives you a long-lasting, non-corrosive type of product. So let's go ahead and show you what that looks like in the connections. You can see here we've installed all of our poly. We've made our poly to these transition fittings here. They're long, sweet 90s that allow you to make these connections right here. Now we're able to go with galvanize here. We put in a union. So let me go ahead and show you how to poly fuse. We're going to use socket fusing to make these connections here. All right, so folks, when it comes to your gas pipe, this is the pipe to put underground. It's non-corrosive, so the soil and moisture is not going to do anything with this. It does require some certification. We're going to go ahead and show you socket fusing. So the first step you need to take, though, is make sure that you've got the right cutters. In other words, these are just your standard PVC cutters. Let's get these open here. The other thing you're going to need too is some alcohol and a nice clean rag. And the reason why you want that is to be able to clean any residual grease or dirt, soil on top of this. So when you do heat this up, you're going to get a nice adhesive connection here. So these cutters are great. So you notice that that's just a little off there. So you want to make sure that you're You can see here it's nice and straight. Once you cut it, do your cleaning, and then right here is a reamer. What that's going to do is going to taper just enough so when you push into the fitting, it's going to go in much easier. Okay. Now go ahead and hold this here, Travis. Your fitting as well. Take some alcohol, clean any residual grease or anything in there. All right, now we're ready to go ahead and perform the socket fusion. Now, one thing you might want to consider is you're going to need to mark out and make sure that the fitting goes a certain depth. If it goes in too much, then you're going to end up causing, let's see here, where's that socket here? So I just use the reamer here. You can mark it like that. You can also get a marker as well and mark it. And then you just take your grips here, just like that. Okay, just leave these on. Then this thing here is like 500 degrees, very, very, very hot. So what you want to do now is, what I like to do is use the fitting first. You can take your fitting, put it on first because it's much thicker. So, and then put it over the pipe, just like that. There you go. Got to hold it for 18 seconds. 10, 11, 12, 18. Now we're Ready to pull this thing off. Now you have 6 seconds to put this on. Now the other great thing with having these cold rings here is that it smashes and makes a nice flat ring all the way around. So when you do get it city inspected, the city inspector knows that you've used this. So, and then once you hold it for about 18 seconds, it's pretty much cured and ready to be installed. All right. Make sure you put this back in the appropriate bag here. You don't want to get it dirty. Now if you want to come a little closer here, Ron, you can kind of zoom in here. And that's the way it should look when it's completely cured. All right, folks, well, there you have it. Just wanted to give you some insight on underground gas piping and socket fusing. As always, thanks for watching.